Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Awfully well, too.
And he's got it to about the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well, they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 139 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Martin. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Early on
down, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Second and 6. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That's good for 28 yards.
And so much of football is about mismatches. And here, they're going to line their running back out wide to the right. And I think defensively, there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that. And they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings us 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter. San Diego in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. but maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense is right. They're kind of played into their hands. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's the option play now to the left. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I do believe that sometimes as a defender, when you see read option, you're just making an educated guess because the offense feels like no matter what move you make, it turns out right for them. Sometimes it can burn you making that guess, but I think here, he said, I'm pursuing the quarterback no matter what he does. And this time...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. They'll set up to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Second and 3. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Takes it to about the 37.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to number 4. A gain of 7. First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. And Martin's got it, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, they'll run it here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A carry here for the big tight end. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Aftershocks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he has the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the home team here, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.